would
fucking
not be like, I would be
buy me a bonnet so I'll wear it on stream. What the you know? They're like £2, bro.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I would be a little, like, I might be like, what? But I wouldn't
This is the most I've seen Jake speak.
be, like, I wouldn't run in the crib. I'd be like, that's Aquaman, obviously.
He is, man. Have you seen the things that like are coming out, like with girls that he's dealt with in the past? Apparently they're saying like he's a homosexual. He's like a fucking. He's the weird, like just a very delusional, like just very mean man or some shit. It was some TikTok that I fucking saw, bro. I want to see if wait. Let me see if I can find it. Hopefully I liked it. It was fucked, bro. The things that she was like. Here we go. Is it this one? Oh, I didn't like it. Fuck. Yeah, but she was saying some crazy fucking shit on him. Shit was crazy, bro. Be real.
How you guys doing? We're here. It's Yachty here.
Both the zesty motherfuckers.
This is something special and new that we're doing here at Turks. The one and only Turks and Caicos. Just here flex my muscle a bit, doing things that most people can't. Drake Drizzy Rogers. How are you? Do people call you that anymore?
Not really.
Drake Drizzy Rogers?
No, not anymore.
I don't know if I want to do it anymore. By the
You
way,
know the story behind
no,
that?
man.
what is the story behind that?
My email was drizzydrake@rogers.com. Rogers.
You actually told me that.
Yeah, Rogers is the service provider in Canada, and then he thought that he didn't realize.
Who's he?
Wayne.
Ah.
Wayne thought that he didn't realize at that time that like the at in the email was
Just
like,
the way he speak. Nah, man.
like a middle.
I want to see what the comments are saying.
The name.
Yeah, so he just thought my name was Drizzy Drake Rogers.
And he just kept that.
I mean, he rapped it once. I just
The fuck?
I didn't have the
Drake
heart
and
to
Yachty
do it.
remind me of Oreos and milk. Wow.
That's pretty sick.
God bless his heart.
Yeah. One thing that we really, really have in common.
They're both zesty, I'll be
our love
real.
For our mothers.
They're both
Yes.
zesty.
You know, what is that like? You know, being like the star. Obviously, this is a question for your mother. I've actually asked her this, but what do you think it's like for her with you being whom you are? I think obviously at this point it's not now. Let's go back to like 2015, 2013,
I never realized you had
2012.
a come down leg tat. By the way, I just
Yeah.
had to say
Yeah, I do.
that.
Yeah, I did.
Shout out to the Sigs.
Yeah. Those are my guys.
Yeah, I know. I just
Yeah.
had to, I never really took that in.
Yeah. Those are my guys.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Fiji.
Yeah.
100%. That's
Yeah,
my brother.
fuck with Fiji.
That's for life.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna get into it, you know.
Yeah. Fuck with that.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Like,
It's so
you were talking
random,
about my
right?
mom and like then
You
I
just
started thinking
noticed
about
it?
the city and I was like, am I like
You tripping?
yeah. No, that's what's up.
I dead ass have it. Those are my brothers,
That's
bro.
fine.
I love those guys. Dead ass. Those are
Literally,
only
bro,
that
you
in
fucked
the
them.
hour. Only
Yeah.
tats I have
I
besides
love
my
that.
own
You know
game.
we love that.
Mothers.
Yeah.
What do you think that's like?
I don't understand like, what's it like to have a mother?
No, what do you
It's
think it's like
really
for
like-
her to be the mother of you?
Oh.
What the fuck? You need to ask her that. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Look at me.
they were gonna really like kind of like this is excluding like so I don't even really want to answer that. I guess I don't know. I mean I'm a father, and I've been through so much with my mom. Like just times where like it was like I didn't, I feel like there's real times where we didn't know like what the outcome would be. There's like real times of like uncertainty that I've been through with my mom. And I guess now like as a parent,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
I assume that she's.
Shit flipped a switch.
I mean, she expresses her like pride and gratitude every single day. But I don't know. That's a tough one for me to answer. I mean, I assume it's probably just.
You need to ask her that
Thankful.
question. You get me?
Do
That's
you,
not
like,
a thing
do
that
you
you
fear
are.
for her?
Like, in what way?
Like, I fear for my mom all the time, but just being like who I am and just like her going out in the world and just being herself, like going to the grocery store and no.
No, I mean, I think
I don't even
my
know who
mom
Jake-
has, like,
Drake's
this
mom
really
is.
insulated circle that she rolls with, which I fuck with too.
Yeah.
Like, but aside from that, like, I try not to. That's like thinking like, are we gonna die every time we get on the plane? Or
Yeah.
like, I can't think like that because I'll go to like dark places. I can't think of anybody ever doing anything to my mom.
Yeah.
I try not to anyway.
That's fair.
Yo, chill. What the fuck?
I want to talk about shit that we kind of talk about and just shit that, I mean, obviously you haven't done one of these in a shit long time. So I just want to take it all over the place. A guy like you that essentially I feel like, and I'm not going to say has everything because no one has everything, but has accomplished so much in life and has reached so many levels, seen so many things, experienced so many things.
Okay.
What else is there to want? Like, what does someone want who has?
That's a good question. Very good question.
I don't even. That's not even as far as materialistic. That could be as far as anything. But what is it there that to even search for or want as a human, as a man who has touched so many things?
Well, I think like on a broader scale, I think I'm at the point now where I just want to like
Settle down.
and I feel like maybe we talked about this the other day, but I feel like I'm.
Yo, why's he got his
kind of
nails
introducing a
painted?
concept
Hey, yo.
in my mind
The fuck?
of a graceful exit, like, and almost just kind of. I
Graceful?
feel like a lot of people that I've watched as the years have gone on, it's a really addictive,
What's he mean by that?
competitive
Chat?
space.
What's he mean
And
by
oftentimes
graceful
you're like
exit?
addicted to the competition itself. And so, you know, you'll like, sometimes it'll baffle you, like, why are these people still making attempts at like trying to be present in the space? And then you'll realize like they probably their needs and desires and their soul was probably fed for so long off of being a guy or the guy that they can't let it go. And so I guess like what's left for me is just to
Bro, you do not know that
find a
he
way
actually done it, bro.
to
I don't believe he would have done
gracefully
been that stupid. I don't know.
like I'm not ready now, but to gracefully like continue
Yo,
making
what's up,
projects
what's up?
that are extremely like interesting
I don't know,
and
man.
hopefully cherished by
What's up,
people.
what's up?
And then to find the right time to say like I can't wait
How
to
are you,
see
man?
what the next generation does. I'll still be around
Until
to,
I-
like,
until
you
I
know,
see
work
shit
with people
happen.
or do a
Until
do a
there's,
show
like,
here or
proof,
there,
I won't,
but
like-
I'm not going to like force myself
I'm doing well,
to
man.
compete. I would love
Whereabouts
to
you
just
from,
see
bro?
what the next generation does whenever that time is. So I guess
Who's
like,
gonna be the
that's,
next
like,
up,
the
chat?
one thing
Who do you
that I,
think?
like
Who we thinking?
want for myself really badly, and then
Suggestions
like, I
on
don't
what?
know. Like I
video?
also really need like a house in Turks.
Yeah, yeah. There's a song. It's on Views where you said something about retiring at 35. When you got close to 35,
No,
did
I
you
hate
ever?
hearing that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard it the other night while we were at the
yeah.
door.
People always say that. When you were younger, did you think 35 was?
was
Okay.
really old.
Yeah.
USA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You thought like 35. I'm like good.
Yeah, I just like
Okay,
like, maybe that's,
okay.
like,
I have a
maybe the-
lot. Vids. Alright, whisper me them
you
because
like
I think I'll
26
watch.
then?
I'll
I
watch
was
it
young,
after.
Yeah. I think like
I'll watch.
that
I'll watch it
and-
after this. I don't mind.
sometimes when I've like said girls' names in songs, maybe those are the two things that I look back on. And I'm like, maybe I could have done without like
Yeah, that's true.
shitting on people for age, like or saying like or like disrupting somebody's life. I never like the lyrics are never with ill intent, but it's like I
Okay,
had somebody
okay,
one time
buddy.
be like it's not necessarily what you're saying about me; it's the fact that you said it.
Like, what does that mean?
Like, just in the sense of, like, you don't know what it does to me. Like, you don't know who my boyfriend is at the time, or you don't know who, like, what my family knows and doesn't know, you know, and if you just
This has quite long.
express,
I
like,
just
any
started
form
this.
of
This is
discontent
35
for
minutes.
me
I'll
in a
see how it
song
is.
and call me by name.
I'll see how it is. It's
Then
been
all
cool.
of a sudden, like, I'm left to kind of, like, pick up the pieces in my own life that I've, like, tried to build
So
up
9
for
minutes out of
myself.
35.
So I've like tried my best to stop doing that, but I like to be honest in music too.
Yeah,
so
I see it.
that one's a push and pull. But when I was younger,
So he's
and I
saying
was
he
like,
regretted saying
You should do a lot. I used to
it
think
was
you
so-
he
were
didn't
making
mean it
girls'
of
names
ill
up.
intent. What he
No,
said about
no,
X.
I don't think I've ever made a girl's name up.
That's
ever
crazy.
in life.
Never should below the net.
I think that's the one thing that I would like
Alright.
maybe say is like.
It's just
makes
no.
me
It's
kinda
literally a
be like,
Netflix trailer.
like, just to think it's so wavy to be
Oh,
young.
wait,
it's not
you-
that,
oh,
it's
like
not
a-
that sick.
I don't
Because
know
I'm
if I can
here
agree
now.
with
Like
you,
I
but-
just
I'll send it
left
to you.
35, right? And it's like,
You're getting up there.
well, all right.
Yo, he
But,
being real though. I'll be real. He being
Just
real.
saying.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're
He
right.
real
How
as
old
fuck
are you?
right now.
25, so.
Yeah. I can't.
mean, 25
you're
now.
Old as fuck.
By the time I
You're
get
gonna
old
get
as
old
fuck,
as fuck,
but when
and
I'm
let me
old as
whisper
fuck,
you,
you're
let
gonna
me
be in a
whisper.
cane.
No, by the way, first of all,
You'll be using a
first
cane.
of all, I'll be 10 years older than you.
Yeah, you'll be
Still
Alright,
dripped
send
As
it.
out.
much basketball you play, you'll definitely using a cane by 40.
Nah. By the way, I'll be in incredible shape.
I think you'll be using a cane.
Nah, I don't
I
think
do.
so. But again, I know that you have like confidence at 25 because you're 25. Like it's so.
I've
cool
had confidence
now.
since 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's like cool to you that you're 25. I get it. I was there. By the way, I was there. I was like 25 too. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
damn, I'm 25. These old ass niggas.
Now you're saying 30's the new sexy, right? That's what
No, I'm not saying that. This isn't like a.
sounds like you're one of those people.
I'm not like remember when Hove like did the button up and tried to make everybody dress formal to like regular events.
Yeah,
and
Kanye used to.
shit? Man, really tried to make it like formal. Like if you're not in formal dress code, at,
Kanye
like,
did
the
that
gas
too, though. It was
station,
a point when Kanye
where you're
did that, when he was just
like,
wearing like wedding suits everywhere. It was like
Yeah.
if you didn't wear a suit and black Ray-Bans, you just weren't. You weren't cool.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. You just gotta find your way in there. You know, I feel great though.
Yeah.
I feel great.
That's
like,
good. That's good.
Age is a funny thing though.
Age is a funny thing. The concept of it.
I know.
You know? I would never
a
stop saying. I
fallacy,
look
bro.
at my father now and
It's a
I start
fallacy,
seeing gray
bro.
hairs and it's insane.
Yeah, it's just like.
Bro, if you ask anyone that's like 60,
just don't know if
70,
you're
and
gonna
you
make it there,
ask,
and
do
then
you
when you
feel
make it
that
there, you're
age?
like,
They
damn,
say
okay, I'm
no.
there
They
now. I
feel
don't
exactly
really
where
feel
they
that
were
much
like when they were like
different
30.
Yeah.
Like they feel
At
the
this
same.
point, I thought
It's
I
just
would.
they look different.
Let me
crazy.
ask you
It's been a
this.
good
Age
life,
is just
though.
like some.
I think it's been a great life. Fantastic life.
Been a good life.
I'm looking at a sunset.
Yeah, no, it's nice.
Yeah, you guys can't see it, but it's there.
Cut to B-roll.
Tuh. This is an interesting question because I was talking to our good friend Kai yesterday, and I talk to a lot of people all the time, and I think the one thing that I've always, the biggest conversation that I have, obviously when you're like with people who just don't know you or people who just assume is that like, just the conception people have of you in their mind, and it's so insane. And I can remember
He's
being
actually a
younger,
walking
maybe
meme,
having
I'll
some
be real.
conceptions, but
Yo.
they were never like the ones that
Yeah.
I hear now.
As
You
soon
know,
as
like,
Jake
just
says
like
something
when
like
people
a bit
really assume
suspect,
that I had to
yeah.
step
Yo.
back, 'cause I guess when
Like
you know
21,
someone, it's
can you-
hard to
yo.
even
And they're
see
both in the
something
same
from
bed,
someone's
edited.
point of view who doesn't, you know. But like when you just start and think about it, like I mean, I don't think
peak,
you've done
man.
it.
This
even-
guy could
even
not live in
so
peace
long.
without-
Past that, I think all people really
Yeah.
have to live off is music and Instagram posts, you know, and shit
Yeah,
like
hentai.
Alex posting a video with the ring, with the necklace, you know, like just things that little people, like people depict shit and then they just create this synopsis of like you as a man. And when
It's
we
crazy.
first started hanging out and got really close, it used to like really irritate me and piss me
Yeah,
off. Like
yeah.
I've been in lots of arguments.
You would get really upset.
Oh, yeah.
And you would text me and be really upset.
Well, you know,
about shit.
I'm just very defensive
Yeah, I
over
know.
our friendship.
I know.
That's honest. But to you, what do
I
you
respect
think
that a
is,
lot.
yeah, what do you think is one of the most, like, just craziest things
That he's gay.
that you've heard about yourself
That's what he's gonna say.
that's just so not true?
Okay.
I know a couple, but like, what do you think?
I don't know if I could really pick one thing.
Yeah, there's
like,
too
oh,
many.
this room. Well, I mean,
Alright, Jake the type
There's kinda two ways
Jake,
to
Jake
approach
the
it.
type
It's
of guy,
like-
any of them.
if you choose to live
Yo.
a life that is truly built and designed by you, for you, and the people that you care about, you will essentially not be able or not be willing to dedicate hours in a day to controlling every narrative. I can't fix every rumor. I can't address every single thing. I've seen people wash their whole life out by trying to like overly communicate in every scenario, trying to like fix things and clarify and this, that, you know, like I'm here living a real life with people that I really love.
Let me check.
And I think it's
I don't think
interesting,
he
like
is.
whenever I meet somebody,
No, he isn't. Yeah.
particularly like women, I always kind of get this, like, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's a backhanded compliment, but it is kind of like a passive, like, wow, I just didn't expect, like, I thought you would be so different, or like, wow, you're actually really nice. That's a crazy one too. You're actually, like, saying you're actually anything means you basically thought I was a piece of shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, like, yeah, I get a lot of you're actually this and you're actually that.
Which is crazy.
Which is, well, I guess it's not, because it's like at the same time you bring up like Alex posting the chain the other day, and then like people being like, you're sick that you thought of proposing 42 times. Like, guys,
Yeah.
do we not understand?
We actually have to clarify.
Yeah, like, it's like, do we not get that this is kind of like
I haven't really done that.
it's a
People believe that
conceptual art
shit.
piece? I don't know, like,
That's genuine.
not, yeah, it's funny, but
People
I
believe
don't-
that.
I don't know. I don't know, the biggest misconception. What do you think it is?
Honestly, I just think it's that people think you aren't an actual rapper. Yeah. I think that for me is like one of the things
actual
I
rapper?
think
What do you mean by that?
probably irritates me most.
Yeah.
You know? I
What?
never understood
He's
that.
a pop star.
I never understood.
Like, from what perspective? Like the ghostwriting perspective?
No,
or from
just from the
like,
from the standpoint of just like, I don't know, bro. I think when someone is when you're crowned,
it's like a discrediting.
yeah, you know, just like when you're crowned title of the best.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that weighs heavy on a lot of people, and for some reason, a lot of people just
that
don't
guy is the
want to
goat,
agree
bro.
with him.
Hero, man.
You know?
That guy's
Yeah,
music is
Maybe, and it could be, and it's usually personal reasons as to why the sun's
no,
going
like,
down, guys. We just want to
I'm
say,
not riding,
if you
bro.
guys
No-
see
no
a
dick riding
different
shit.
color in the video, I just want to let you know the sunset's gone down. This guy here wanted to stay at the bar for hours, so that's why the video will now be for
Mummy
the rest of the portion
milkers.
darker until the sun is down and we can no longer do it. All right, cool. Anyways, I just have to make sure that's in there. We don't have money for budget to actually edit lighting, so when it goes dark, it's just dark.
It's a gradual. It's like a progression video.
Yeah, it's about to get really dark. It's really dark. But yeah, I think it's just
Mummy
like,
milkers.
the talent part. You know, I think
Yo,
it's the
chat to
talent
me.
part. You know, I think
Mommy.
that, and I think it's just like
Hey,
people
yo.
think like the whole like even like the upbringing from Degrassi. People try and use that as like, oh, he's not like that, or he's you know, just all kind of assumptions
Hey,
that
yo.
really irritate me from people who don't
I've heard
know
it for
you.
so long, and it's just, I realized that it's not like, I stopped chasing unanimous love a long time ago.
Ooh.
I don't think
He said he can't be loved. That's
I
the
don't
thing.
think
That's a cap.
unanimous
That's cap,
love is
bro.
attainable
That's cap.
when you're in any form of competitive space, even if it is like based on opinion, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, I'll bring up sports a lot in music, but again, it's a lot different, right? Because sports, there's a winner and a loser, so you can really base your point on the fact that this guy's the best because of
Numbers.
this many rings or this many
course.
points or whatever. But
Which is still opinionated.
yeah, it is opinionated, 100%. But it's
But
a
with
little
music,
more
it's
like, it's
completely
got
different.
a little more
It's like how much they
foundation to it.
influence.
Our shit is really
Depends.
just like what you like and what you don't like.
It's opinionated.
And I just realized a long time ago, not long enough, I wish it was earlier, but
Yeah,
a
that
while
Joe, I
ago
need
that
one of them jackets,
this-
man.
I'm not gonna
the
make
the yellow
everybody,
one. Oh my god.
love me. And
yellow
people
one
are
is
going
fucking
to
beautiful,
also
man. the
kind of-
jackets.
You know,
are
I'm like a
different,
character.
man. The puffer, yes.
I'm
Oh.
not like a real. I
Oh,
don't
too
feel
nice.
often when I meet people.
Too
I
fucking
have
nice.
to like humanize myself. But I was talking to a therapist at one point.
They're like
and he said
700 though.
something. And he was like, you know, it was a really valid point. I'm not really a big therapy guy. I don't feel like I necessarily want the same life as a therapist is trying to pitch me on, which is like some life of like morals and simplicity
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
those type of things.
Morals.
Not to say I don't have morals and simplicity, but like I don't need my life to be rooted in like find somewhere to disappear in the world and like disconnect from everybody. That's not really like where I'm headed.
Right.
But I did talk to a therapist one time, and he made this point about being like, you know, no matter what kind of woman you're chasing physically, right? Like you like ass, you like titties, you like he's like, you have the biggest tits in the room.
Yeah.
He's like, you walk into any room and you have just the most gigantic tits. Nobody can think about anything else other than whatever your gigantic tits, which is you're Drake. I remember this about this guy. I remember that about this guy. I bet
He's got
this
a
guy
point,
does
I'll be
this.
real.
I bet this guy does that. Like all the
Yo,
preconceived
no, yo,
notions,
it's crazy.
they're just like, they can't see past the gigantic tits unless they talk to you, and then they're like, "Oh wow, like you're actually."
Damn, that
like,
metaphor is
your tits are
crazy.
huge, but you're super smart,
Right.
you know, or like you're really nice and kind.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to that's why I relate to girls with huge tits.
Yeah. You made me look down. You kept saying I had a huge tits.
I wasn't really saying you. I don't know why I was looking too. That was crazy. I envisioned you as just fucking monster.
Just knockers.
Jug.
Just
Jugs.
knockers.
Yeah,
Just here.
I know.
Yeah. All right, you can stop.
This interview got way more fun.
Yeah, it's getting dark. I'm telling you guys, it's getting dark. It's like it's Tim drink. All right. Well, that's a very valid point.
Nah, this guy, bro.
Man, women are something else. You know, I don't like to talk about them for long, to be honest, because they always leave me with a strong depression. Let's keep going. What do you think about? It's just true. I don't know. I got in my feelings.
I thought there was a question following.
No. That was just
Straight
facts.
statement.
Yeah, that was just real life.
Yeah, that's some real
what
shit
do you
right
think? This is my question, because this is something that, and it gets kind of weird. I might have to explain it, but you might get it.
Lil Boat. Lil Boat.
I just been looking at draft day, staring off into the sunset, knowing his time is coming.
Where is he?
He's on the phone now, but before he was just like staring out at like the ocean waves, just knowing that his day.
Like I'm about to be next.
His day's on the way. I fuck with that. I love
that. That's probably exactly what it was.
He had a moment. Just then he hopped on FaceTime.
Yeah. People are such manipulated and brainwashed.
The first Toronto man.
And like they just all follow these traits, right? Like
what do they mean by
these
that?
custom traits. And I'll explain it if you, because it sounds so like weird. But what I mean by this is like why do people think like?
Look at them, man, just chilling there,
I was having a
yo.
conversation once, and someone's like,
Beautiful
"Well, how
sunset
much did your
on the
daughter weigh?"
beach.
You
Nah,
know,
that's
to me. Someone said that to me when she came out, you know, or ever. Someone's like, you know, when's your mom's birthday? I tell you, I don't know my mom's birthday. I know when it is,
right? And
I've never missed it, you know, ever. Right. And my mother has, I think, arguably had the best birthday since I became who I am.
Right.
But I don't know it off the top of my head. But why do you think it's a thing where it's like people like feel like, oh, you're supposed to know your parents' birthday. You're supposed to know how much your kid weighed when they came out. I feel like it's so stupid, right?
I mean, I think those are two really different things.
Those are just two. Those are what I mean, though.
Like knowing your mom's birthday and
these are two personal
knowing what your kid weighed when they popped out is such a useless fact. Like I do not. I'm sorry. I do not know my son.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't mean you don't love your son, right? And you know what he likes.
Yeah. Well, now I didn't then. He was just like a
exactly
pod or something. I don't know. I just hold him and be like,
it's crazy.
Like,
pod. Yep, 6.5 pounds. Like,
but that is a real thing, though. That's a real thing in the world. People feel like you're supposed to know these things. Yeah. And I never understood the conception of that logic. Like, like
people in Milwaukee?
No, like people everywhere. I guarantee you after this, it'll be a thing where people are like, you're supposed to know that. You're supposed to know
I thought you hated Drake, man. I thought you hated him, bro.
You know
what's
I thought you didn't like him.
Why do you think it is the way that... Like certain
this is the most I've actually heard him speak in like ever. I've never watched any interviews with him.
It's just hardwiring.
Right.
It's just all hardwiring.
You don't hate him.
It's just all...
Okay.
It's the
he makes me giggle.